Sipping and tripping it, sipping and tripping it, yeah. Sipping and tripping it, sipping and tripping it, yeah. Sipping and tripping, yeah. Sipping and tripping it, yeah. Then you want my shop. Sipping and tripping, sipping and tripping, yeah. Sipping and tripping.
All right, hello guys. Welcome back to another episode of Sipping and Tripping. Baby, I am back with the jump off. So last week I was not here because I needed a mental health day, okay? Sometimes I'm going, and your body's just like, stop. Take a break. Relax. Release. Hold on. I've got the yawn coming in, child. Relax. Release. Relax, relate, release. And sometimes you have to take a break. I am so sorry. When I tell you guys I wanted to come back Thursday, but I just wasn't right. Friday, I'm like, by the time I wanted to do it, it was almost Wednesday again. I was like, I can't come over here and just get y'all trash. Baby, I got to have this energy up. I got to be ready to do show, okay? And so, of course, I got you guys all type of hot topics of tea because so much happened last week, the week before. This week, the stuff still going on. I got me a cocktail. It's Cinco de Mayo. Yes, May the 5th be with you. Okay, I know it's May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, whatever. But whatever. I made me a little margarita. Actually made it. It's a lime-based margarita, but I enhanced it with, you ready for it? You ready for it? Pineapple Jolly Ranchers. Ooh! It's so tasty in your taste buds. It's so delicious. So let's get into the tea. So, first and foremost, last week, we had an epic showdown on the Wendy Williams show. Wendy had guest Jocelyn Hernandez, baby. I think her middle name is like Hernandez, her last name is Baby. Jocelyn Hernandez, baby. So Jocelyn Hernandez was on the Wendy Williams show, and guess what? She came out ready to fight. She had her gloves on. She came out telling Wendy she don't like how Wendy treat the girls, how she's so dismissive on them. She doesn't give them their flowers. She's rude. She's nasty. She's trashy. She's a tasteless girl. Baby Jocelyn was squaring up on the video Zoom at Wendy, and Wendy was over. Wendy kept trying to curve the interview, save it. At one point, she even asked people, could y'all just can this interview? Could y'all just pull the plug? So, what Wendy do? She looked over at her, because Jocelyn, she kept demanding her flowers, child. So she looked over. There was a flower vase. She picked some flowers out of there and threw it. She said, here are your flowers. Are you happy? Can we move on? Now, in my opinion, Wendy has always been extra nice to Jocelyn. She's been so nice to her. So I'm like, where's this coming from, Jocelyn? But hey, I'm not there. I'm not in the hot seat. So maybe the questions to me are different than the questions to her. And maybe you get tired of hearing about the past. I mean, at some point, you've been over with your ex 5 years. You don't want to keep talking about that ex. I don't want to talk about him no more. It's been 5 years, girl. Let's talk about something else. So that's that. I think Jocelyn was wrong. I think when you don't get booked to do a lot of shows, you kind of have to be professional. You got to take the bookings you can get, and you got to do what you can do. I think Jocelyn was dead ass wrong for how she put up at Wendy. But hey, that's me. I'm a Wendy fan, and I'm a Jocelyn fan. So kudos to both of them. Jocelyn, I hope you can get booked somewhere else for interview. But you know what? You can always come over here. Sipping and Tripping would love to have you, girl. All right. So we all discussed the breakup of J-Lo and A-Rod. Did they ever have a couple name? Like J-Rod? Ooh, J-Rod. Okay, so we're just going to give it to them now. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez's couple name was J-Rod. So J-Rod was broken up. And they were spotted going out to dinner, and people were getting a little happy. But they came separately, and they left separately. People were like, no, you guys are really just going to be friends? Well, baby, Jennifer has been spotted out, zipping it and zooing it, as Wendy would say, zipping it and zooing it with one of her exes. Before you guys get excited, no, it's not Diddy. No, it's not Casper Smart. Okay, I can't think of nobody else. But Ben Affleck. She's been out here dipping it and doing it with Ben Affleck, y'all. So what do you guys think about that? Because they were a big couple. What were they named? Benifer? It was Benifer. So I don't know. I just want J-Lo to be happy at this point. Like, girl, you got all the money, you got the kids, you got the lifestyle you want. At some point, just be happy, girl. So if ducking and dodging in and out the bedrooms make you happy, baby, be happy. Boom. And that's on what? Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, Tyrese. Baby, we got some of Tyrese's bizarre behavior on here today. So, Tyrese girlfriend, he has a new girlfriend. I don't know her name. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm yawning. I don't know why. I'm not even tired. Okay, hold on. I will show him a little drink. Okay. Then we're going to be ready. So, Tyrese has a new girlfriend. She's like 25 years old. He's in his 40s. And he was on Instagram shaving her chocha. Now, if you don't know what a chocha is, I need to listen to Missy Elliott. Work it. I got to shave my chocha. Okay. Her in-between me lady parts. Tyrese was over there shaving her with a razor. Shaving her. And she said, you know, I usually get sugar wax, but he likes to shave me. I don't get no nicks, no burns, no razor burns, so it's okay. Okay. My thing is that that's a very intimate moment. If he wants to shave your chocha, how come he can't shave your chocha off of Instagram? Why you got to put everything on Instagram with him with a razor at your chocha? Girl, I don't care if I say close your legs because he ain't married, but just turn Instagram off. Okay? Turn the Instagram off. We do not need to know that you out here getting shaved and waxed and all that stuff going on and carrying on. What if your mama had got on Instagram and saw you with your legs up like you in a stirrup and he in between your legs shaving you bald? Girl, I cannot. That is too much for me. We gotta move on from that. Zac Efron. So, Zac Efron, I mean, you guys know he's Zac Efron. He was in Baywatch, High School Musical. He's very dreamy, very handsome. Yeah. But people are thinking that he got plastic surgery. He's been noted. He's been seen, I think it was last week. His jawline looks more refined. And his nose looked very refined. I saw the pictures and I'm like, oh, I hope that's not right. Because you were like, you're a gorgeous, handsome man. Don't mess with your face. Oh, what are you doing, Zach? Don't do this to yourself. Leave the plastic surgery alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And something else we need to leave alone. Can we leave Miss Janet Jackson and the Super Bowl alone? In my Oprah voice. I am sick and tired of hearing about the Janet Jackson and the Super Bowl and the nip slip. How many things have gone on in the world that has happened since then that was worse than the Janet Jackson nip slip? Several millions, thousands, and billions of things. Why do we keep hearing about this nip slip? So I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to leave it alone. I just want to be done with it. Like, can we all just be done with it? But guess what? Who's not done with it? The New York Times, they're doing a expose documentary, just like they did on Britney Spears, on what? The Super Bowl nip slip. So sure. I'm so sorry, guys. So I'm sure that is going to be a lot of heavy anti-Justin Timberlake in there. And I just want this nip slip to be over with. Like, unless Jen is okay with it, can we be done with it? What I'm not done with is you, Tokyo. Tokyo Olympics. I don't like that right now, girl. So it was just announced today. This is half the press, honey. Thank you to lovebscott.com. Yes, lovebscott.com. I'm a love muffin, baby. You could be a love muffin too, and a sipper. So lovebscott.com has reported that Tokyo has banned athletes from wearing Black Lives Matter apparel. If you've been watching football, basketball, anything, a lot of players are like wearing like Black Lives Matter apparel. We're wearing it on the streets. We're wearing it on TV. What's wrong with it? Well, Tokyo said, baby, not at the Olympics. At the national grounds, you would not be wearing no Black Lives Matter over there. So my thing is that, well, maybe all black people need to pull out the Olympics then. You have your Olympics without black folks. Let's see who gonna be over there doing the Olympics. Have your Olympics without black people watching. Let's see how those ratings go. This would be the Olympics that didn't happen, boo. Tokyo, you better get it together. We don't like that Tokyo. No. You're making us like Tokyo Tony better than y'all. Tokyo Tony, Black China Mama. But we ain't going that far with it. So, Lil' Kim is writing a book. Yes, Lil' Kim is coming out with her memoir. I'm sure it'll be turned into a movie. Wait. I'm so sorry. Which I'm sure I'll probably watch the movie before I read the book. But I'm excited for it. If Lil' Kim's excited, I'm excited. We're all excited about Lil' Kim and his book. Now, what I want to know is, what is Lil' Kim about to be talking about in this book? Like, are we going to hear some more intimate stories about her and Biggie? Or, like, what are we going to hear? Like, what are we going to know that we don't already know? What are we going to hear that we haven't already heard? That's what I want to know. Baby, what's going to be going on up over there in this memoir? Lil' Kim, I'm going to tell you one thing. What we want to know about is your body dysmorphia that the media has said you have, by wanting to change your skin color, by wanting to change your body, change your face, change your hips, change your thighs. We want to hear about all of that. That's the stuff we want to hear about. We want to hear about what was the change. Who said something to you? Who made you feel like you weren't beautiful, queen? Who made you feel like you weren't attractive? That's what we want to hear about. And I'm just going to let you know that. That's what we want to know about in this book. So you ain't writing about that, girl. We don't want to hear no more Biggie stories. We don't want to hear none of that. That's what we want to hear about. Okay? Now, y'all, okay. If you watch The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God, he always says all the craziest people come from the Bronx, and all of Florida. This story right here is none different, okay? There is a Florida church, a church in Florida that is selling the cure to COVID-19. They have mastered the cure for COVID-19, and they are selling it. And at a low price, you can go get some bleach. Baby, they are giving people bleach. Now, how they sell them to them, I don't know. They're getting them to them in vials. They're getting them to them in cups. Are they selling them to drink it, inject it? I don't know. One thing I do know is that they're selling bleach to the people down in Florida at the church. So I'm sure this church is in Trump they trust, okay? In Trump they trust. How they doing? So this, okay, I gotta speed it down a little bit. Let me tone it down. Sometimes in life we go through things that tear us down, break us down, and we just really, you just feel like you lost everything. And sometimes you do that. You lose everything. And you be like, God, how am I going to recoup? You lost your job. You lost your fiance, your boyfriend, a family member. Like, there's a million things that can happen where you just feel like, God, step in. Well, baby, I'm going to tell you the story about this man. He lost everything he had in a flood. He lost his home, lost his clothes. He lost pictures. He lost memories. He lost things like money, things like TVs and beds. You can get all that stuff back. But pictures and memories and keepsakes, you will never get that kind of stuff back. He lost everything. Baby, this man was down on his luck. Back against the wall. Went and took his last couple dollars, y'all, and bought him a lottery ticket. He got the lottery ticket, he scratched it off. Ooh. This man scratched off over $2 million. He lost everything on Monday. And by Wednesday, God gave it all back to him and some. And now this story just resonated with me so much because sometimes we feel like we've lost every single thing. And our backs is against the wall. We just want to throw in a towel. We want to quit. We want to give up because we can't see tomorrow. We can't see later on today. But some kind of way, God steps in. And he makes it a way. Think about it. Think about that time when you felt like your back was so against the wall, you had nothing. You had no one. You couldn't see tomorrow. Think about it. You passed it. You moved on from it. It's behind you. You don't live there no more. New address, new phone number, who it is. And for me, That's something I've been praying on. I'm working on how to get there, how I can trust and I can believe, okay, God, I know you are the same God you were yesterday, that you are today, you are forevermore. I know you've done so many countless things, and I know what you can get me through. But sometimes you have to lean not to your own understanding. Sometimes you have to let go of what is feasible, okay? Let go of what's feasible and believe in the unseen. Believe in the one who's been had your back this whole time. I ain't trying to get preachy with y'all. I ain't trying to get preachy. But this man literally lost everything, and God gave it right back to him. And some. Now, he's not going to get those memories back. They're gone forever. He not. But that man has a bed to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that before. He didn't know where his next bed to sleep in was going to be at. He ain't had no food no more. He lost it all. I'm just letting you guys know, you may lose everything. You might feel like you're so down, you're in the dumps, but just know that God will step in. Trust him. Believe him. Okay? That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. To trust and believe in God. Because he's a higher power. If you don't believe in God, because there's people out there believe in other things, believe in the universe and different things like that. Whatever you believe in, baby, believe in it. Okay? Stand in it. Step in it. Know that it's on what? It's on its way. It is on its way. Now, I do have a little tea for y'all. A pastor from the Hillsong Church, he was one of the pastors there. He was called out by one of his parishioners because, you ready for this? He had made a private Instagram, and he added her to it, and he was sending her shirtless pictures in his underwear with his bulge hanging out. Baby, she screenshotted those pictures and read him up and down. And then she exposed him. She said, "Why are you trying to play on my weakness, my intelligence? Why would you send me a picture clearly with your manhood, trying to get me thirsty, trying to get me attached to you or something? You don't do that. You don't play with people like that." I am so sick and tired of people playing on people's intentions, playing on people's emotions, playing on people's feelings. Like, I feel like I have been through that. Like, I've had people who sit there and played in my face, told me the sky was blue, baby, and it was dark. You know what color the sky was, yeah. It was rainy, it was black that day, it was gray. And you really, before you get in a situation, you really have to be really content with yourself. You have to have a sense of self. Because if you don't have a sense of self, somebody will be able to come and tell you whatever it is you think that nobody else will tell you, and make you feel the way you think nobody else is going to make you feel. And lo and behold, here you are over here being lied to, being played with, being misused and mistreated, all because you wanted somebody to sleep to at night. Baby, let me say something. That bed is going to sleep comfortable alone, knowing you're not being lied to, knowing you're not being played with, knowing you're not being used, knowing you're not being abused. It is okay to sleep alone. It is okay to be alone. Let go. Get to know who you are. Okay? Be comfortable with yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out to eat. Take yourself for a walk. Get to be you. Get to see what you like and what you don't like. And then you're going to find out what you're looking for, what you need, what you want. You have to know who you're compatible with, you know? And that woman, she knew who she was. She said, "Oh, no, I ain't no fool. And you're not going to play me. No, no, no." Okay. Let's move on to this week. It came out that Bill Gates and his wife were getting a divorce. Well, honey, they announced that they're getting a divorce. They said that they want to grow, but they don't want to grow as a couple anymore. They want to grow separately. They have 3 children together from 18 to 25. And they said, it's time for, remember when, I think it was, what's it, Gwyneth Paltrow or Jennifer Gardner, one of those girls, they were like conscious uncoupling or whatever. So they said that they wanted to break it up. Now, y'all know Bill Gates is worth, I'm gonna get the exact number for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the exact number. We're gonna type it in the Googler right now. Bill Gates network. He's worth $130.4 billion USD. $130.4 billion. Baby. $130.4 billion. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Baby, he got coins on top of coins. They're saying that he's the second richest person. Even though this list is saying that Elon Musk's second and he's third, but okay. We're just gonna say let's say third. So he gave his wife $1.8 billion in stocks when they announced the divorce, which I'm sure he's about to give her some more money, but I'm like, you get $1 billion, like what else do you want? What else do you need, girl? That's stocks. So, that's gonna make money and accumulate. So it seemed like they already had a written agreement of the breakup. They want the courts to enforce that. They both do. And they want to just go their own ways. I'm not mad at them. Now, what I did know is that Bill Gates, in his marriage, was allowed to have a girlfriend on the side. Her name was Anna Wibland. Anna Wibland. Yeah, we're going to say Anna Wibland. And he was allowed to have one long weekend with her a year. And they would go to a North Carolina village or whatever. And, they would have a weekend together. And he actually called her before he got married to his wife. And she approved of the wife. And the wife was okay with that. So he going to be okay. And she going to be okay. And they going to be all right. Well, somebody who's not going to be all right is your ex-president. Y'all know that stain we had in the presidency, the little orange Cheeto mark? How you doing? Well, honey, he is upset because Facebook has upheld the ban against him. They said, we still don't want you on our platform. You spew evilness, you spew hate, and we don't want you. Now, some people are going to say it's freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Yes, it is. But freedom of speech, can you go on a plane and yell bomb? No, you cannot. Can you go in a movie theater and yell shooter? No, you cannot. Can you go to the beach and yell shark? No, you cannot. There is limitations on freedom of speech. So, yeah. It's going to be something. Now, child, I'm over here looking on WBSky.com. I'm talking to y'all. And there's a Florida woman who was arrested for throwing a Whopper at Burger King at a Burger King employee and telling her to shut up, you black bee. Now, this is an older lady, y'all. She's 77-year-old woman. Threw a Whopper. She older than my grandmama. Threw a Whopper at a black employee at Burger King in her face, child, and told her to shut up, black bee. She was upset because of the thickness of the tomato of the sandwich. It was too thick, I guess. So I guess the cashier was supposed to go and cut the sandwich for her. Girl, the cashier ain't got nothing to do with that sandwich. The cashier ain't make that sandwich, girl. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So that Florida what is going on in Florida right now? There's a Florida teen who's being prosecuted as an adult after allegedly rigging the homecoming election with the help of her mama. Is it that important to be a homecoming queen? Is she in a mugshot smiling? What is going on? Why is this? And she's from Pensacola, Florida. Why is it so important to be the prom queen? If your classmates didn't vote for you, don't you think they're gonna know they didn't want you up there? Duh. Girl, get your stuff together. Somebody else who need to get it together is y'all good sis, Caitlyn Jenner. Baby Caitlyn Jenner has came out and said that she is running for the governor of California. Her family is not behind her at all. No one's behind her. And now the trans community is not behind her because she was asked about how does she feel about trans girls that's biological at birth, assigned at birth, male assigned at birth, transition to female children playing sports with cisgendered, which born at birth, girls. Sports. Okay, that's a whole lot. How does she feel about trans kids, trans girls who are born male, playing in sports with girls? Playing girls basketball, girls volleyball, whatever. Caitlyn said, we need to protect girl sports. It's not fair for a assigned at birth male to be playing sports with girls. They're stronger, and no, it's not fair. But Caitlyn, you're a transgender woman, and you've been allotted a lot of things. So remember, you were someone who got Woman of the Year, And a lot of people think that you shouldn't have got Woman of the Year because you was only woman for a year. So now you want to say that the babies can't play with each other? It's a sport. It's a game. What I think they should do is make unisex sports. There we go. Have guys and girls both on the court, both in the field, or wherever they play at. And then there you go. Everybody's welcome. Everybody can play. Boom, problem solved. So that's what we need to work on now, is making unisex sports. And I think it's going to be okay. I sure do. Child, we have a whole lot that has been going on. In the Hollywoods, baby, there have been people coming at Drake because I guess some girl that Drake is working with to be a singer, her and her fiance came to Drake's compound to work on music and whatever, and the boyfriend said that Drake had been having an affair with his girlfriend, his fiance, of 8 years. And Drake seemingly seemed to respond to the guy by laughing and was like, get over it or whatever, or he didn't care. Whatever it was he said. And I'm just like, Drake, why is you over here sleeping with this man, woman, and you know, like, they over there trying to get some help from you in the music industry. You're not supposed to be sleeping with his woman. But Drake is Drake. Drake can do what he wants to do. And it is what it is. So, it ain't my business, child. I just feel like it's kind of wrong. That's all I feel. Drake, don't do that no more. I'm over here waiting on you, baby. You get cold, baby. You call me. You don't do all that shenanigans. But Marvel has released the title for Black Panther 2. Black Panther 2 will be called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And it will be released on July 8th, 2022. 2022, July 8th. So next year, July 8th, we'll be getting Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. And they said that they're respecting the life and the legacy of the original Black Panther. And they're going to move in a respectful way. So it'll be exciting to see what they do and what goes on in the next Black Panther movie. Black Panther was a great movie. It had lots of box office records. And I mean, I know I went to see it like 2 or 3 times in the movie. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I love Marvel. So I'm excited for everything Marvel has going on. So rest in peace to Chadwick, Boswick, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I'm excited about Wakanda coming back. It was a great movie. Baby, okay, I got a little tea. Shekinah Joe from Love and Hip Hop, from T.I. and Tiny Show, the Shekinah and Tiny Show, and Tiny, T.I.'s wife, Tiny Tamika Cottle Harris now. Tiny and Shekinah are no longer friends. Shekinah said, you know, if people know when Tiny and T.I. have been up with several allegations of drug and raping, sex dungeon stuff, allegedly. And Shekinah was over here trying to defend them. But, I mean, I wouldn't want her to defend me the way she was defending them. It was all type of crazy and all type of sideways. Like, girl, what is you doing? But, hey, nonetheless, she tried, right? Now, my friend. So, she came back and did a retraction, and which people were then beating her up for coming and making a retraction, child. All online talking about her. Well, she came out and said that her friend, Tiny, was in a room when she made the retraction. Tiny had her get on the camera and do it, and that Tiny ain't no good friend of her, and Tiny used her. Well, Tiny came back and called her a dizzy bitch, and said she said she wasn't in the room, but then she said she was in the room, but she wasn't there alone, and it was all type of confusing. But we liked y'all through the TV, but it seems like y'all relationship was one-sided. It seemed like it wasn't real. I've been in that kind of situation before when the world thinks that it's something, but it really ain't. Sometimes you gotta just let go. You want to be friends no more, just don't be friends no more. But what we don't want to see is you guys airing each other out and your dirty laundry all over the internet and the Instagrams and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm over it. I am over it. Child, what is going on? What else is going on? I'm trying to see if I can get y'all some more tea. This has been a lot going on, y'all. It has been a lot going on. My favorite show is back on TV on Sunday nights, Pose. I think Pose is a great show. I think it's groundbreaking. It was finally a time where I can look at the TV and I see somebody that resembles me, has my story, my understanding, and it was like a mirror. And to be black, to be gay in America, you turn the TV on, you're not going to see a lot of representations of yourself. And it's crazy because I'm 33 years old, and I can say I saw a representation of myself. Now, I saw it first with Noah's Ark, and then it's the second time that I've been able to see myself. Not a character of myself, a facade of myself, but just being able to see myself on a show and have my story out there, you know? They're doing a third and final season. So, first I want to say thank you to Ryan Murphy. Thank you to the cast, to the crew. Thank you to everybody who had anything to do with this show, because this show was so amazing, so groundbreaking. And I understand Ryan Murphy said where he wanted to stop the show at and why it's stopping, where it's stopping now. He said he wanted to do it at the height of the AIDS epidemic. And, well, not the height, but like, you know, when it was high, then going into where the medicine started coming in, where he was going to end it at, which I understand. You know, this is a show now. But I'm hoping that he does something else with these characters, with these people, and even with a show. And thank you, Jenna Mock. And Jenna Mock, you know, you made a little couple headlines, girl, because at you guys' post premiere last week, people say you were extremely emotional and you got up and you pretty much did a career suicide. You talked about Hollywood, you talked about the execs, you talked about money, you talked about equal rights, which I think all things are conversationable, but it's a time and a place, and it's a tone to have with it. But then you admitted that you cheated on your boyfriend, who's an actor on the show, Angel. His real name is Angel. On the show, he's Poppy. How you cheated on him with someone who worked on the crew. Girl, it was a whole lot going on, but I just like to say, that's a lot. That is a lot. So we just want to send love to Janet Mock and just hope that she's getting the help that she needs and she's well. And, you know, we want to have a great season of Pose. Also, congratulations, you know, Kelly Rowland had a baby not too long ago. And she said that her sisters, Beyonce and Michelle Williams, were on a Zoom call when she gave birth. You see, that's amazing that they're really so close and that she was on a Zoom call with them. That's good. I mean, I don't know if I want anybody in a Zoom call when I'm giving birth and going through all this stuff. Like, I will talk to y'all later, girl. Let's get into our music alert. Music. No, download alert. There we go. Download alert. So Cardi B has a new song on DJ Khaled's new album. That almost didn't happen, y'all. She sent it at the last minute, and it made it the album, and it's called Big Paper. And Big Paper, is she talking about? She said she didn't want to be talking about her vagina in this song. She didn't want to be talking about. Then she really raps about. Said she wanted to do something different. So she's just pretty much going like more rap, and she wrote it herself. And I like the song. I feel like it's gonna be catchy. It'll be a nice summer tune. So Big Paper. Make sure you guys are listening to my favorite, Eli Liberty, with his new song, Drippy. Y'all know I love me some Drippy. Baby, come see me. Hey. That is one of my songs right there. Oh, wait. Before we get off here, congratulations to Natasha Rothwell. Now, if you guys don't know who Natasha Rothwell is, if you watch this little show on HBO, I love it, with written, produced, and starring Issa Rae, called Insecure. Well, Natasha Rothwell is one of the friends. She's the fluffy friend of Issa. She's the funny one, the comic relief. She's the friend. Well, I didn't know she was an executive producer on Insecure. Well, she is, honey. And she just inked an estimated 8-figure overall deal with ABC Signature. So she'll be having lots of shows coming on ABC. So congratulations. That right there is some black girl power, okay? I'm excited. I'm happy for her. When I tell you, when I see people get these deals and do this stuff, I just know that somebody's like, you gotta be happy for people. Because somebody might be getting something and it might benefit you. She might do a casting call and called Put Me on the Show. She might come across the podcast and want to put me on there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for her. Because you never know where your next blessing is coming from. Who God gonna use. That's why you gotta be happy and help and happy for other people. Child, I am always happy for somebody else getting to come up in life. You gotta be, because you never know when your blessing coming. And I know I'm waiting on my blessing. How you doing? Well, baby, I thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Sipping and Tripping. I'll be back next week with more hot topics, more scoop, more celebrity insight, and then just more casual talking. Like, I love that we're just sitting over here talking about our feelings, our emotions, our boyfriends. So we're going to talk about all that stuff here on Sipping and Tripping. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to take some time for your mental health. Sometimes you got to turn that phone off. Sometimes you got to turn the game off, turn the TV off, and just listen to the walls. Go outside and take a walk. Just unplug and recharge. We got to do it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Sipping and Tripping. I love you. Bye.
Sipping and tripping it, sipping and tripping it, yeah. Sipping and tripping it, sipping and tripping it, yeah. Sipping and tripping, yeah. Sipping and tripping it, yeah. Then you want my shop. Sipping and tripping, sipping and tripping it, sipping and tripping it.